sir. What up, though? You kicking with KC? This is from the stands of a sports fan. Let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man Pots and Pans. Getting into it, baby. Nice to see you again. Live update right now. NBA playoffs in full effect. As a matter of fact, we already talking about round 2 at this point. Game that we watching right now, we're doing a live stream. Boston Celtics hosting the New York Knicks. Eastern Conference round 2. Game 1 right now. As you can see, the live score is behind me. The score right now in the second quarter, just a few minutes left before the end of the half, the first half, 50-42 Boston with the lead right now. Now I'm watching the game live, and yes, that is a score. 3:27 remaining in the second quarter. So that's what we're looking at right now. I believe Boston is also favored to win this series and this game, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how that turns out. I also want to do a couple updates on the entire playoff scheme so far, the entire playoff bracket. They're calling it a bracket nowadays, like college. I don't know if you're paying attention to that, but they're calling it a playoff bracket nowadays, just like college. So I want to take a look at that entire thing as well, and we're going to do these live updates as well. So right now, we're going to continue with the live update. Boston Celtics versus the New York Knicks. If you're watching right now, go ahead and hit that like, hit that subscribe, and call into the show too. We got the phone lines going. 313-466-4386. You can see the phone line right there. We got the phone lines ready. If you want to call in, voice your opinion about the NBA playoffs, about the game right now, anything that you got going on. Or if you want to rebuttal anything that I'm talking about. Let's just say that. My son is upstairs tearing something up. Take it easy, man. Anyway, 42-52 right now. Less than 3 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Boston with a 10-point lead. It's looking real comfortable right now. But I do want to talk about how both these teams got here so far. So with that being said, Boston end up doing their work against... Who did Boston end up beating? Let me make sure I got this right. All right, so we got the bracket behind us. Let's just go ahead and pull that bracket up. All right, so Boston went ahead and got that job done against the Magic. That's who it was. It was the Magic. Boston got the Magic up out of here. I believe it was 5 games, too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Yeah, it was 5 games. They got them in 5 games out of a 7-game series. Boston did. Magic put on a decent show. It was cool to see Orlando, see what the type of team they had. Paulo Banchero, he's a baller. Franz Wagner. I didn't know they had Franz Wagner and Mo Wagner. I don't know if they brothers, but it's dope to have both of them together. They be doing their thing, though. I'm not gonna lie. Other than that, decent team. They got a long way to go. But I believe their Orlando Magic is like one of those teams like the Pistons, and I'm gonna get into the Pistons in a minute. But they're like one of the teams like the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the Eastern Conference. They were sorry, not as sorry as the Pistons was last season, but unexpected. But then now they got like a decent superstar, all-star, and they starting to do some stuff. An all-star and Paulo Banchero, by the way, Orlando Magic. So shout out to the Magic to put on a decent fight against the Celtics, but everybody knew the Celtics was gonna come out with that series, right? So the Celtics won 4-1. Then the Knicks, New York Knicks against my Pistons. You can see it right here. As a matter of fact, Knicks beat my Pistons in a 4-2. Knicks beat my Pistons 4-2 in the 7-game series. Shout out to my Pistons, man. They did not get any wins at home. They took all losses at the crib. But they did steal 2 games in Madison Square Garden. So shout out to my Pistons. Wasn't even supposed to be here. Especially after last season having the worst record in NBA history. Pistons did. And then making it to the playoffs. And then putting up against a good fight against the Knicks. The number 3 seed in the East. And the Pistons made the number 6 seed. Is all I'm saying. So shout out to the Pistons. Love my Pistons. We weren't supposed to be here. Everybody counted us out. Just a year ago, nobody wanted to be that team. And now they figured it out, man. Shout out to K, Jalen Duren, Malik Beasley, Tim Hardaway Jr. Shout out to our whole bench, the young boys, Amin Thompson. We got a nice squad, man. I can't name everybody, but shout out to the whole squad out there doing the thing. And JB Bickerstaff, candidate for Coach of the Year, as a matter of fact. We're going to check to see if he got named Coach of the Year. They said they were supposed to announce it tonight. I'm going to see if that's been announced so we can announce that live right now on the air if we get that news. Oh, Kenny Atkinson, just 2 hours ago, was announced. Shout out to Kenny Atkinson of the Cavaliers, named NBA Coach of the Year after leading Cavaliers to best record in Eastern Conference. So Kenny Atkinson officially won. Shout out to this dude with these teeth. But JB Bickerstaff did finish second in Coach of the Year voting. He finished second. Well deserved. Two coaches did great things with Eastern Conference teams. Kenny Atkinson propelling the Cavaliers to the #1 seed and dominated in the first round. Swept their opponents, as a matter of fact. The Heat swept the Heat in round 1. And then JB Bickerstaff, like I said, we got eliminated as the Pistons, but I think we did great. Now, I don't think they're supposed to incorporate anything from the postseason in their voting, but I feel like they did. For the Pistons to lose in the first round, I feel like we would have got past the first round. That would have manipulated the voting a little bit more. But they waited till after the first round of the playoffs. Y'all should have gave these awards away right after the regular season, in between the regular season and the playoff. That way we know nothing in the postseason is judging your voting for the regular season awards. That's all I wanted to say with that. That's the one thing I don't like. I think they're incorporating some type of postseason rankings or feelings as well. But, you know, nonetheless, Kenny Atkinson, congratulations. Yes, I'm biased. I wanted JB Bickerstaff to get it, but it is what it is. I'm scratching like crazy. All right, so anyway, that was Coach of the Year. We just wanted to throw that out. But JB Bickerstaff, shout out to the Pistons coach for getting the Pistons where they got. We did lose, so I just want to stop talking about us that much. I ain't about to be riding the Pistons like that, pause. But that's how the Knicks and the Celtics got here as of right now. And this game is right now live, which we are watching. 10 seconds remaining in the second quarter. As of right now, we are live in Boston, by the way. With all that being said, Boston currently 61-45 with the lead. With 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1.5. Clock is stopped. 45-61. Boston with the lead right now. Score will update live behind us very, very soon right now. But just a 2-point update. They got to get a Boston. They got the lead 61. And now the first half is officially over. 45-61. Boston with the lead right now. A 16-point lead right now to end the first half. What your parlays looking like? Do you have the Knicks winning any games in this series? What do you have the series? I'll say this: the Knicks will get one game. The Knicks will get one game. It's gonna be a gentleman's sweep for Boston. And I'm not just saying that just because the Knicks beat the Pistons, but Boston is a way tougher competition for the Knicks than the Pistons are. And the Pistons low-key gave the Knicks some trouble. So I think Boston gonna go ahead and give them a gentleman's sweep. 4-1. I got the Celtics winning the series against the Knicks. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. But right now, this is live score update. 61-45. Boston with the lead in TD Garden right now. By the way, so now that it's officially halftime, let's go ahead and do some other updates in regards to other games and what's been happening in the NBA thus far with the postseason. So, over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, couple game 7s happened. Kind of ending some series. We had the Clippers and the Nuggets. The Clippers and the Nuggets had their game 7. And the Clippers dropped the ball completely. Lost by 19, as you can see right here, 101-120. Nuggets showed up and showed out. I'm talking about to the point Russell Westbrook did a dunk, hung on the rim intentionally, got the tech, just to amp up the crowd. They were so comfortable with like a 30-point lead at one point, the Nuggets were. So, I'm rooting for the Nuggets only because I kind of like the Nuggets first and foremost. But I'm a Russell Westbrook fan, and I want him to get a ring before it's all said and done. But here's the thing about the Nuggets also. If the Nuggets are not only to win a championship, but even if they were to go to the championship, after firing their head coach that got them a championship, that says a lot about head coaching, specifically in the NBA. Is it that necessary? How much of a difference does coaching make if Denver goes to the championship without a head coach? Without a real head coach. They got their interim head coach now or whatever. But without a real head coach. They just dog walked the Clippers in a game 7. James Harden only had, excuse me, let me read this. James Harden only had 7 points, fam. James Harden had 7 points. Kawhi Leonard had 22 points in a game 7. I'm expecting both players to go off about 25, 30 easily. 30, 25 easily. And both of them fell beneath those expectations to be superstars on a team in a game 7 of the playoffs. So that says a lot. We'll see how the Clippers turn out next season. But the Nuggets got that done, man. Shout out to Jokic, Russ, Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr. They even gave DeAndre Jordan some playing time. That's how much they were up. So them boys got the job done. Shout out to the Nuggets. They'll be playing the OKC Thunder next. OKC Thunder. And then you can also see right here, this game ended yesterday. That was Sunday, May 4th. Warriors versus the Rockets. Warriors got that win, man. They also spanked them boys, 103-89. Got a nice little comfortable, what is that, like 14-point lead? 14-point lead, so? Crazy. So for it to be a game 7, you would expect it to be a closer margin than that. Nope, Warriors more experienced than the Rockets. Rockets got them young boys. Pause. They got the twin of Amin Robson, Amin Thompson from the Pistons. His twin Amir, or whatever his name is, Thompson, on the Rockets. Both got bunnies. Both athletic. And then they got Jalen Green, the Rockets dude. They got Fred VanVleet, Dylan Brooks. They got some weapons over there, but it just wasn't enough to get past the very experienced Warriors, though. So, Warriors got the job done. I believe a team that came from the play-in tournament, too, if I'm not mistaken. Warriors had to go through the play-in tournament to get that 7th seed. And look what they're doing to the number 2 seed. Crazy. I just need people to pay attention to that. Warriors were a play-in team. And now they beat the number 2 seed. In a game 7, don't get me wrong. Young boys did take them to a game 7. Nonetheless, Warriors got the job done. We'll see how the Warriors shake up going against Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. The T-Wolves, man. Shout out to the T-Wolves, Anthony Edwards. I just want to put that out there. My dog, man. One of my favorite players, by the way, Anthony Edwards. Just to talk about that, Anthony Edwards, they beat the Lakers, man. Game 6. Game 6. They beat the Lakers. I believe it was in LA, too. Luka, LeBron just didn't show up like they were supposed to. So now we all get back to that debate of LeBron. Is he a GOAT for real? How does he compare to Jordan? Is he going to retire? Is he going to go to another team? Another year we got to go through this with LeBron. The Aaron Rodgers of basketball right now. Let's be real. Just because you played a certain amount of years, 20 plus years, and you've done what you've done, you feel like you can just hold teams up and do whatever you want. Okay, cool. Keep things vague, do all that. I'm not falling for it. Do I think LeBron James is going to another team? No. His legacy is cooked if he goes to another team, LeBron James. Do I think he's going to retire? No. I give LeBron 2 more years. I'm giving him 2 more years. Tops. I'm giving LeBron 2 more years. That means next season and the season after that. I'm giving him 2 years tops. Would that be 25 years? I'm going to give LeBron 25 years in a season tops. That might be 3 more seasons. 25 years, 25 seasons tops in the NBA for LeBron. He's out of here. Quarter century is what he's aiming for. That's my theory. And he's also want to play with his son Bryce. He's gonna want that too. Do I think he's gonna retire? No. Do I think he's gonna go to another team? No. And that's pretty much the things about the Lakers and everything. So they can do all that inquiry. I think the Lakers would be decent. The Lakers would be decent next season with a whole fresh off season with Luka and LeBron, making some off season trades, getting themselves a big man, somebody else that can potentially fill in for LeBron when he leaves too. I think they need that too, because Luka ain't gonna be able to do it all by himself when LeBron leaves, because he don't play no defense. So they're gonna need another piece. They're gonna need a big man and another piece. Not like I care about the Lakers at all. I just want to say that I do not care about the Lakers. But with that being said, Lakers up out of here. We're done with the Lakers. No more LeBron talk. I'm done with that. He does not compare to Jordan, if you ask me personally. That's my skill. But shout out to Anthony Edwards going against the Golden State Warriors now. He put out KD, swept KD last season in the Phoenix Suns. He put out LeBron James this season. Is he going to put out Steph Curry also? Step his way into the Western Conference Finals. Ooh, Anthony Edwards. That boy making a name for himself. He writing his legacy story right now. Right now. He can do that. With this season, this postseason alone, he can write his own history, his own story, bro. And it can be great. It can be great. So I just want to say that about the T-Wolves. T-Wolves got past the Lakers. They made it to round 2. They'll be playing Golden State. I believe that series starts tomorrow. That's Tuesday, May 6th, as of right now. Pacers did beat the Cavs too, by the way. In round 2, game 1 in Cleveland. Pacers end up beating Milwaukee, and the Cavs end up sweeping, like we said, the Heat. So Pacers and the Cavs, they both playing right now. And like I said, Pacers end up getting that 1-game lead right now in Cleveland. So shout out to the Pacers doing that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm one of the people who do not like Tyrese Halliburton. If I was in the NBA, I would have voted him most overrated as well. But he got every right to come at everybody and be like, overrate that. He has every right to do that. So I want to, objectively speaking, you gotta give it to Tyrese Halliburton in the Pacers, bro. They are the Eastern Conference San Antonio Spurs right now, from the 90s, 2000s. The Spurs. Like, boring to watch, but them boys are getting it done. So, shout out to the Pacers right now for getting that job done as well. I think that might be it as far as updates for the entire season or the postseason so far. Not right now, like I said, we are pretty much all in game or round 2s as of right now. We pretty much all in round 2s as of right now. Let me pull this up. So yeah, that was all yesterday. Games going on right now are the games that starting round 2. Pacers, Cavaliers. Pacers already got that. We got round 2, game 1 with the Knicks and the Celtics right now. And later on tonight, Nuggets and Thunder play their game 1 in the West. Nuggets and Thunder. That's tonight, 9:30. That's in an hour. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30. You can see Nuggets Thunder right here. They starting that series, man. That's going to be exciting as well. Another example of an experienced veteran team in the Nuggets who already have a championship together going against a young, hot squad like the Thunder. Now, if it goes and proves well, I think it'll be getting the job done against the Thunder, even if it take a game 6 or 7. I see the Nuggets getting to the Western Conference Finals. But yeah, I got the Nuggets winning this series against the Thunder in a game 6 or 7. I'm going to get the Nuggets at least a 6 or 7 series. Matter of fact, I'm going to give it 7 for sure. It might be a tight series. I ain't going to lie. Pause. So, Nuggets versus Thunder. That game 1 is tomorrow as well. We're going to try to come on here and do some talking about that as well. But Pacers, Cavaliers, Pacers game 1. They got that. Knicks, Celtics, that game 1 going on right now. It is halftime. Well, it's ending up halftime right now. We about to go into the third quarter. Then we got the Nuggets and the Thunder. Thunder. All right, so I'm checking I got to check my status. Make sure our stream is doing pretty good. Excuse me. Let me know what our stream is doing. If it's kind of choppy, go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. I'm gonna get on here real quick just to double check. My son is upstairs wilding, fam. Upstairs wilding. Yep. So I'm coming through super choppy, like I'd anticipate. All right, so we might go ahead and wrap up this stream. All right, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for kicking it with KC. We just wanted to pop up here real quick, do a quick little chop up live reaction session, but computer running a little bit slow, man. We got plans to do some upgrading real soon, so I just want you to stick around. Trust me, consistency will be there very, very soon, and it'll be a more interactive show as well, man. I love doing this, so we're gonna keep doing it. All right, always forever. Shout out to my son. From the stands of a sports fan, we out of here. We'll get at you later.